Think you know Canada? Think again. What you believe might be pure travel fiction. Many visitors arrive expecting endless snow, but parts of Canada get hotter than Los Angeles. The Okanagan Valley hits over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, with vineyards stretching beneath cloudless summer skies. Yes, snow exists, but no, Canadians do not live inside igloos in the 21st century. Igloos were historically built by Inuit for temporary shelter, not suburban family homes or weekend getaways. Despite stereotypes, not every Canadian speaks French. Only one province has it as the main language. Quebec is proudly francophone, but most Canadians speak English daily, with diverse accents across vast regions. You might expect wild moose at every gas station, but spotting one requires serious backcountry patience. Moose are elusive, shy, and often more dangerous than bears when surprised near roads or water. Here's the twist. Canada's national animal is not the moose, wolf, or majestic polar bear. It's the beaver, an ecosystem engineer that builds dams so vital they're seen from space. Another shocker. Not all of Canada is wilderness. Many cities pulse with nightlife and tech innovation. Toronto rivals New York in multicultural density, skyscrapers, and Michelin-rated cuisine. Think everyone is overly polite? Sure, kindness is valued, but Canadians can throw down in hockey brawls. Speaking of hockey, it is not the only sport they adore. Lacrosse came first, historically sacred. And if you're worried about being eaten by a grizzly bear, attacks are rarer than lightning strikes. Black bears run from humans, and polar bears rarely wander into towns unless starving. Travelers often fear remote isolation, but Canada's Wi-Fi reach spans deep into its national parks. From mountaintop drone shots to forest live streams, connectivity has reached even its wildest corners. Worried it's always dark? In summer, many areas bask in daylight until almost midnight. The Yukon hosts 20-hour days, creating surreal sunsets that stretch forever across glacier-lined horizons. And no, Canada does not have free healthcare for tourists. Travel insurance is essential. Contrary to rumors, you cannot pay in US dollars everywhere, and exchange rates can be unforgiving. You might hear it's too expensive, but budget-friendly adventures thrive in provincial parks and local markets. Want wildlife? Yes, but ethical tours matter. Feeding bears or chasing whales is strictly regulated. Belugas in Quebec sing beneath your kayak, and orcas glide silently off British Columbia's misty coasts. Another myth. Maple syrup is not poured on everything, though it is a national treasure. True syrup is tapped once a year, and each tree gives only a few gallons. Expecting everyone to say "a" after every sentence? That's like expecting Texans to constantly say "y'all." While politeness exists, regional slang varies wildly from Newfoundland to Alberta to the Northwest Territories. Worried it's too cold to visit? Visit Banff in summer, where turquoise lakes mirror alpine peaks. Not every city is filled with moose and snowshoes. Montreal hosts world-class jazz and art festivals. Forget stereotypes of wooden cabins. Canadian architecture includes glass skyscrapers and indigenous-designed eco-structures. And no, Canada does not close down completely for winter. Ski towns come alive. From dog sled races to ice hotels, winter becomes a spectacle instead of a shutdown. One common myth says Canadians have no sense of humor, but their comedians dominate global stages. Jim Carrey, Catherine O'Hara, and Dan Levy all crafted their craft north of the border. Canada is not just one experience. It is 10 million square kilometers of contradiction and wonder. Every province feels like a new country with its landscapes, foods, and rhythms. So next time you hear a cliché about Canada, ask yourself who benefits from repeating it. Because beneath every myth lies a misunderstood truth, waiting quietly in snowdrifts, forests, or city lights. And Canada, in all its vast, surprising glory, is never what you think. It is more.